that said, clean your lens, takes 20 seconds. No, just by you. Secondly, so I saw this quote about a study, and apparently, I guess that for this day and age, people now within the ages of 18 to 24, or was it even like 16 to 24? That's the demographic of the age. So clearly, this study was about the youth. Um, have not asked a person out. You know, the thing that we've done to maintain a species for I don't know how long, starting with the words like, hey, I like you, will you go out with me? Or let's grab a bite, let's get some hot coffee, let's go to Pound Town. Hi, Crystal. Hey, there's somebody who way back in the day, when us older Gen Xers had it, were able to say, hey, you know what? You look good, yeah? You look good too. Let's go look good together. And we went out years ago. What is so wrong? Like, this is clearly, yep, I'm going to be another boomer that's talking about how the oversaturation of connectivity with an abundance of strangers that we do not know has absolutely impacted the psychology of the youth, and how we don't know our own neighbors. We don't know the people that we run into on a daily. What's up, Lewis? Yes, I'm coming out of hiding. Dumpling. Hi, Dumpling. Shamrock. I love seeing my peoples. See, all of us, Pepperidge Farms remembers when we were once upon a time able to, well, I don't know, even when we had the little technology that we did, when Crystal and I were growing up, we had like pagers and beepers, so it kept the connectivity, so to speak, and not being able, or not having to be close to one another and contact one another. It was still necessary to have some level of uh, understanding of communication. We had codes to communicate, and of course, hey, real life people have taken for granted. See, look at that. Yep, 1-4. What's the 1-4-4? Oh my, I haven't used them in a while. 148 is I love you. I think 148. I didn't own a pager back then, boys and girls. I wasn't one of the rich ones. I think that was a form of status. I remember when one of the dealers in my trailer park had 4 pagers, and he would flex that. Oh my god. I remember when I was a child in the... I am such a boomer. Gen X, apparently. I remember when I had, unrelated to communication and connectivity, the LA Gears, man, the shoes with the lights. Those were the days, cuz. So, all I'm saying is, the study that I have seen, and hey, you know, much love to you if you're coming over to visit, and if you feel some of the stuff I'm putting out there, something that I just cannot seem to look away from, and even I have to admit, at the price of my own ego, I feel it sometimes. I feel it in my heart. There is a new span, a new strain of loneliness in America, in the world, in our children, in our youth that is growing up, going through the college experience, and somehow, back in my day when I had my ex-fiance, it was party time. We had cell phones, but we were all as social as possible. And I don't remember back then when we were kicking it, out in the spot by the vending machines outside on the campus. I won't dox the couch. Screw it. Who cares? It was UCF. UCF. I had an amazing 2 years there. Not as a student. I was staying with my ex-fiance, totally illegally or against the rules, until the guy who would drive me there to stay with my ex-fiance's roommate took a BB pew pew out and threatened like a football team, so we had to escape. I don't remember anybody with their faces dug into a screen or any form of technology. We were all really like, you see pictures of people in the 1920s on a train, all looking in a newspaper, and this is like some cheap, stupid way to meme people about how they like look back then. Look at them living in the moment and basking in, in one another's company. It's not the same, and it doesn't work, and that meme fails miserably. The picture is black and white, and it's of old men in suits reading newspapers on a train. That's a different context than 16 to 24-year-olds that are too afraid or too confused to ask one another to go out. Like, that's just something I'm horrified about. It makes me sad because at the very least, even if I do feel a little more isolated than I did, even though I will always be the social butterfly, I have fallen into an introversion of my own. But it's, I got to take the blame for myself, but the area I am at, that just seems to be what's happening. Everybody seems to want to isolate despite the loneliness. Forgive any camera movement, as I have work in 5 minutes, so I have to run. Usually when I get on here, oh my God, Ellen, hi. Hi, Ellen. It's amazing to see you, darling. I hope the old squad and I hope Casey is doing good. I had a real nice talk with him maybe like a month or so ago. We talked about collaborating, but anyway, not to get too much into that. It's a frightening thing. There's so many things happening in the world when you look at the bigger picture. Okay, people are freaking out. Tariffs, this and that, and just everything seems so hyper sensitive, and it seems like facts and even sometimes legislation are being created around sensitivity and not real facts, which is abysmal. And so the world I'm in currently is not something I recognize, but it's happened so fast or so slow that I didn't realize when it occurred. I heard a line from a legend of mine, right? Norm Macdonald. He's one of the world's best comedians. Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. In his memoir, he said, the old man would tell the young man that life happens it's so fast that by the time you realize it, it's already passed you by. I don't know, if I'm going to leave on any positive note, let's try not to always, this is why I've had a little escape, let's try not to always be with this, okay? For some of us, maybe it's our only means of connectivity, but let's strive to, it's so typical, so we hear it so often, but touch grass, just go outside, find somebody, talk to strangers. That could be bad advice. Don't talk to strangers, kids, but, I love customer service because I get to laugh with people. I thrive off of that. If there's any vice I have, it is being engaged with the everyday person that's not psychotic. All right, okay. Try to take 20 Thursday. Skating. I miss skating a lot. That was an activity, I'm proud to say, that's something that's just never going to leave. I skated for 10 years straight, almost every damn day, for 12 hours a day. My legs are still thick. All right, on that note, I'm back at Tubby's Lewis. I left the big P-U, the booblix pubics, because, I had my reasons. So I'm going to go dox myself now. All of y'all take care, and take care of each other. All right, maybe, I guess there's some good with me not having so much of a social life because I do have to take care of my mother. She is 80 years old and bedridden. So, hey, I guess if there ever was a reason. All right, that's it. The wind is probably killing the sound. It's good to see those of you that I recognize. I miss you all too. Allie, if you missed this one, right, Dragon, all of you guys, I miss y'all. Y'all take care, okay? I gotta walk into the dangers now.